Welcome to the YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub, your one-stop solution for expert guidance, best practices, and actionable knowledge in the world of contact centers. Explore, learn, and enhance contact center skills. Let's break down cost to serve in a contact center with the full structured view like definition, formula, example, key components. Cost to serve, or CTS, in a contact center is the average cost incurred by the business to handle one customer interaction or service unit. This could include a call, a chat, an email, an SMS, or even a social media interaction. It reflects the true cost per contact by capturing all major cost components, direct labor such as wages, indirect overhead including support staff and facilities, technology investments, compliance requirements, and other operational expenses. Unlike bill to pay or bill to cost, which are primarily vendor profitability ratios, cost to serve is a customer service efficiency metric. It's used by both in-house operations and outsourced contact centers to measure financial sustainability and cost effectiveness. The formula for calculating cost to serve is simple and powerful. Cost to serve equals the total operating costs of the contact center divided by the total number of customer interactions handled. Total operating costs include direct labor, indirect labor, technology, facilities, compliance, and overhead expenses. Customer interactions represent all successfully handled contacts across channels, including voice, chat, email, social media, and SMS. This formula gives a clear view of the average cost to handle one interaction, making it a core financial and operational efficiency metric. Let's walk through a simple example of calculating cost to serve. The annual operating cost of the contact center is $12 million. Out of this, $7 million goes toward direct labor such as agent salaries and benefits. $2 million covers support staff including QA, workforce management, and supervisors. $1.5 million is allocated to technology like ACD, CRM, AI platforms, and licenses. And the remaining $1.5 million covers facilities and overhead expenses. Over the course of the year, the contact center handles 3 million customer interactions across all channels. To calculate cost to serve, divide $12 million by 3 million interactions. That gives a cost to serve of $4 per contact. Interpretation: on average, it costs the company $4 to handle one customer interaction. Key components of cost to serve: direct labor costs. Let's start with the biggest piece of the cost to serve puzzle: direct labor costs. In most contact centers, this is the single largest cost driver. Agent salaries and wages alone typically make up 60 to 70% of total costs. On top of that, we have incentives, bonuses, and overtime, which often rise during peak periods or high-demand seasons. And then there are statutory benefits like Provident Fund contributions, Social Security, healthcare, and insurance. Because direct labor is such a major component, even small improvements in agent productivity or scheduling efficiency can make a big difference to the overall cost to serve. Key components of cost to serve: indirect labor costs. Now let's look at indirect labor costs. These are the people who support service delivery but aren't on the front line with customers. This includes supervisors, quality assurance teams, workforce management specialists, trainers, and managers. It also covers shared support functions like human resources and payroll, which are allocated proportionately across operations. While indirect labor may not be as large as direct labor, it plays a crucial role in maintaining quality, performance, and compliance, and it can significantly influence overall cost to serve. Key components of cost to serve: Technology costs. Next, let's talk about technology costs, a major and steadily growing component of cost to serve. This includes telephony systems, ACD platforms, IVR, and CTI integrations that power real-time call handling. It also covers CRM platforms, knowledge-based tools, and workforce management solutions that help agents work more efficiently. AI, automation, chatbot, and RPA licensing are increasingly common cost drivers as contact centers modernize their tech stack. And finally, CPaaS platforms, SMS gateways, and social listening tools contribute to the total cost of enabling omnichannel engagement. Technology investments play a crucial role in improving efficiency, but they must be carefully managed to keep cost to serve under control. Key components of cost to serve, facility and infrastructure costs. Now let's move to facility and infrastructure costs, another important component of cost to serve. This includes expenses like rent, utilities, internet connectivity, and physical security for contact center facilities. In today's hybrid environment, it also covers work-from-home enablement costs, such as VPNs, company-issued devices, and IT support to keep remote agents productive and secure. And finally, disaster recovery and redundancy costs are included to ensure uninterrupted operations in case of emergencies or system failures. While these costs are often fixed or semi-fixed, smart optimization strategies can make a significant difference to the overall cost to serve. Another key element of cost to serve comes from compliance and governance. This includes the cost of audit, risk, and compliance teams who ensure that operations meet legal and regulatory standards. It also covers data privacy requirements such as GDPR, HIPAA, and PCI DSS compliance, critical in industries like finance, healthcare, and e-commerce. Additionally, regulatory certifications and legal costs contribute to this category, ensuring that the business remains compliant, secure, and audit-ready. Compliance costs may not always be visible at the front line, but they play a crucial role in protecting the organization and sustaining long-term client trust. Key components of cost to serve, operational efficiency drivers. Operational efficiency plays a critical role in determining cost to serve. Average handle time, or AHT, is one of the biggest levers. A higher AHT increases the cost per interaction, while reducing AHT, without hurting quality, helps bring costs down. First contact resolution, or FCR, also has a strong impact. When FCR is low, repeat contacts rise, inflating total handling costs. Improving FCR reduces these repeat touches and lowers overall cost to serve. Shrinkage and occupancy are equally important. High shrinkage raises the cost per productive hour, while balanced occupancy improves utilization and cost efficiency. And finally, channel mix matters. Voice is typically the most expensive channel, while chat and email are more cost-efficient. Automation can bring cost to serve down even further by deflecting routine contacts. Summary: cost to serve. Cost to serve, or CTS, is the average cost to handle one customer interaction. The formula is simple: total operating costs divided by total interactions. For example, $12 million in total annual costs divided by 3 million interactions gives a cost to serve of $4 per contact. The key components that make up CTS include direct labor, indirect labor, technology, facilities, compliance, and operational efficiency factors such as average handle time, first contact resolution, occupancy, and automation. Cost to serve is the financial backbone of contact center efficiency. It reveals how much it truly costs to deliver service and helps leaders strike the right balance between customer experience, cost optimization, and profitability. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. See you in the next video.